It's another installment from Tales from the Shadows. I just had to take a bath. I had to relax. I needed to unwind. I've been very upset and angry. And what I feel it is the great feminine, divine feminine energies of the world, of the universe, the divine goddesses of the world. And she hasn't been very happy. And I feel like intuitively she has woken from her slumber. She has woken from the curses she has been up under. She has woken from her sorrow of heartache and pain, of sitting there loving the divine masculine through everything. She has been mothering and nurturing, and he has been smothering and smiteful. I am really ready for them to cross in the skies so we can have our divine cross again. I want to know and remember what it's like to feel both energies of divine masculine and divine feminine working collectively together, not fighting against one another, not one being more dominant than the other, but just existing in harmony. I think that really has impacted the world on an epic level, to where everybody is fighting, everybody is arguing, and nobody is getting along. Everybody is fighting each other's purpose in life and what each one does. And truth of the matter is that, you know, the moon and the dark side of the moon has a purpose. So when you disrespect that entity and that energy, she doesn't like it. She feels belittled. She feels like she can't exist in a realm that she created. And I don't know how much more disrespectful that could be. And then tell her to keep giving. So the divine feminine is stirring up communication, making the divine masculine feel, calming the spirit of the divine feminine, and helping her to invoke her voice. I have had plenty of people tell me to stay away from the dark side, but I feel like this is like you could only heal completely by going to the dark side, because it makes you deal with the deepest, darkest aspects of yourself. You have all these planets that are aligned. You have the houses that they're in. Chiron, which is a beautiful planet, just went retrograde. So Chiron is helping people to neutralize their anger, on top of Mercury retrograde, which is impacting communication. So it's confusing people and meeting them on their level. And it's frightening people, because I think it is making them dissolve their insecure egos and their inabilities to want to deal with certain things that they've been hiding for a long time, self-included. I have been really angry. I have felt abandoned. I have felt alone. I have felt all types of things. But here lately, I've been feeling a lot of peace. I've been craving nature more. When I go outside, I hear the insects, and they're it's almost like they're happy, you know, and it's like they have been waiting for this. And I just hope that humanity gets it right this time, because we really can't afford not to. We need to start protecting the sacred aspect of the womb, because it's sacred. It is very sacred. And just the aspect of both entities reminds me of dark crystal, right? The mystics and the Skeksis, and apart, they didn't function as well as they did collectively together. The new moon is coming up on the 16th. So the 16th, so in a matter of days, it'll be a lunar eclipse. I can't wait. I'm going to an event where I'm going to dance under the moon. Hopefully meet a bunch of other people that are into stuff like that, because me personally, I get tired of getting cussed out for the things that I like. I'm into esoteric. I'm into tarot. I'm into astrology. I'm into astronomy. I'm into all these other things that just make me feel complete as a human being. And I just wish more people would dare to be open and try different things. So, working through your shadows and working through your dark night to be able to cast your rainbow is very hard. And I know that collectively a lot of people are struggling, especially the divine masculine. I know they're struggling right now about being open and how that's making them feel. And suicide is another thing that a lot of people struggle with. Women will contemplate suicide more so than men will do it. They will follow through with the act. And I think it's really because society puts a big hole on them to man up and not be vulnerable and open, and then when they do, they're demonized. So I think it's like both aspects were demonized, but on different realms and different spaces. And because we don't talk to one another, we don't speak from our hearts, we speak from a place of ego and a place of lack, that it makes it hard to make the connection. And so I just know that this is going to help us collectively be better to one another, to each other, and to heal. It's time for us to heal, and it's time for us to be one. It's time for the brightness of the sun and the darkness of the moon to be at peace with each other and stop warring. It's time for her to wake up. It's time for the divine feminine to wake up. It is time for her to come from her slumber, and it is time for her to stop existing in her lower aspects of herself. It is time for her to create magic. It is time for her to protect her people. It is time for her to give life. And it is time for us to respect her and stop demonizing her and what all that she does for us. Come on, alignment of the dark side of the moon, because I cannot wait. I think it's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic and great. So what do you plan on doing for the lunar eclipse? Just be mindful of the energy that's going on in the world. And remember, it's for the greater good.